Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now ETN to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Seven yards there and a first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find Pryor. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A shotgun snap. Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence, it's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 27, Lawrence. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Hasty will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here we go on 4th down with Lawrence. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Out of the gun, Fields. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. They snap it to Fields. Dancing to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. On the return is Jones. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Play action. It's Fields. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is...
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, here's Etienne. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Come on, set.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Montgomery running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down they go Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff running through the middle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Patterson now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And one last throw here for Fields. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the